Here's 20 pieces of MMA news you might have missed. First up, Manel Kape and Josh Van have signed to fight March 7th, UFC 326. Source, trust me bro. But honestly, it's a reliable source who has some insider info and access, and also leaked Patchy getting cut a few weeks before it happened. No real reports or confirmation on this, but Josh Thompson said the UFC asked Tom Aspinall to vacate his title, and Aspinall asked for his release. This also comes with Alex Pereira teasing some fight news. Vinicius Oliveira is already up to 84 kilos or 185 pounds. Comedian Preacher Lawson said he got knocked out by Sean Strickland in sparring. Sean posed a question at his gym saying would he rather box a black guy or a Mexican. Adam Fugit and Mo Usman have been removed from the UFC roster. Alex Morono says he was not cut, just fought out his contract and hopefully gets back in the UFC. Josh Hokett said his opponent has accepted. Daniil Danchenko says his relationship with Polyana Vienna is over. He also says his tradition on Thursday evening before his fights is to get head. The UFC is headed back to Ottawa, Canada, April 18th for Fight Night. Gilbert Burns vs. Mike Malott is in the works for that card. And Corinne Silva vs. Jasmine Jasudavicic is signed. Dricus says he'll be ready in April. He praises Izzy for putting his reputation on the line by taking a fight against Joe Pyfer, and says if Hamzat comes in and tries anything other than wrestling in their rematch will be a terrible night for him. MVP says his unique style is making it harder to get fights as finding opponents has become increasingly difficult. Volk says the bad Volk era in the Max Holloway trilogy is when he finally won over the fans, and says even though he lost to Islam in the first fight, it's one of the biggest moments of his career. DC says he stayed away from bone-breaking submissions because it makes him very squeamish. Marab offered to send Piotr Yan a free jacuzzi so he could recover faster and invite his ladyboys. Tim Elliott offered to step in against Yamir Albazi so Kyoji Horiguchi could fight at UFC Mexico against Brandon Moreno. Gilbert Burns almost fought MVP in London. Jeff Neal got a fight offer versus Kevin Holland but rejected it. John Castaneda versus Mark Velogden in Ottawa, Canada. Alberto Montes versus Ricky Tercios, UFC 326. And Rafael Estevan versus Ethan Ewing April 4th in the Apex.